So my name is Prem Asim Jain, and in this lecture of Node.js tutorial, we will learn about REPL terminal. So Node.js comes bundled with REPL, which stands for read, evaluate, print, loop, and it represents a computer environment like Windows console or Linux shell, where a command is entered and system responds with an output in an interactive mode. So Node.js comes bundled with this environment. So what tasks it perform? So reads users input, parse the input into JavaScript data structure and stores in memory. Eval takes the takes and evaluates the data structure, and print is just printing the result. Loop is loops the above command until user presses Control C twice. So once we'll run, you will understand more on this. So REPL feature of Node is useful for experimenting Node.js code and to debug JavaScript. So in short, the use or the utility for this is you want to run a small piece of code of Node. You want to see if that method would work or how it would behave or something like that. So you don't have to write a full-blown application just to try a small piece. You can just try in the console. So the people who know MongoDB, once they write Mongo in their terminal, it brings the, opens up a Mongo shell for them, and then they can try whatever they want inside the shell, like evaluating the expression, connecting to Mongo database, running any JavaScript, something like that. Same with Python. Python comes with a shell where instead of writing a program and running, you can try out few things in the Python shell or the Python prompt. So this thing, it's going to give us a note prompt. So as soon as you write note, it would give you angular brace, which would be the indication that now the node shell has been activated, and it would evaluate whatever you print, it would read, and it would loop over. So you can always use variable, assign things inside that, write an exact program. So we'll try something super simple after invoking this. So what I'm gonna do is, I have a terminal, so I'll just open up another window, and once the window is open, I'll write note. I believe all environment variable and everything is set. So if you get this angular bracket, means now you are in node shell. So I can evaluate 3 plus 3, whatever it would be, it would come over here. I can say a seam is equal to a seam. So it would give true. Same thing, it would give us false if the two are. So you can run any expression or you can evaluate any expression there. Beauty about it, you can also print. So console.log, once you say Asim is good person, it would print it over there. And it's case sensitive, so whatever case it goes, it would print like that. So this is pretty useful and pretty neat if you want to try anything, any program real quick. You can pull up your node shell and then you can try it out. So in this example, we are going to try a do while loop. So we are going to do, and then we are going to console log 5 times. So let's try that real quick. So we are going to say do and then brackets. So once we do the bracket, we will see 3 lines, which means it's not a and. You can write a multi-line comment. We would say x plus plus. So people from Java background, they might think that, so x might not be, if it's not defined, it can define it there. Otherwise you might also declare it before. So we will see. So we are doing the value of x. over here, and these semicolons are optional. And then we would close this bracket and we'll say while x is less than 5. It can be undefined or it can run, so we should define it as here. Now if we will define this guy due, so I'm pressing the up arrow key, which would help to bring back the previous commands. So now we have defined it. Then we are going to say increment the x, and then we say console.log print until what time you need to print. So you say do while x is less than 5, and it works like a charm. It worked like a charm this time. So there are two ways. If you are not comparing, you're assigning some value, you don't have to predefine that in JavaScript. If you have defined, it's good. If you haven't defined, still it works. So I'll just give you the example to make it more clear. So here we have defined x, and then we assign the value then and there. If I say ABC and no variable defined, I'll say it as 420, and then I say console.log ABC. So it prints here, the value has been printed. So you don't have to basically to use the variable or assign, you don't have to declare it first and then to do it in JavaScript. It works. However, if you are trying to access the variable, increment it or something, if it's not defined, it's not initialized properly, then you might get some errors. So be watchful for that. And now underscore, you can use underscore to get the last result, whatever was the last result. So we'll try it over here. So underscore, basically what it does is so they have defined variable 10, they assign value of 5, x plus y is 30. Some would be underscore, which is undefined. So whatever was the last expression's value, that would by default get stored in underscore, and that can be reused at later point in time. So we will try this. So we have a variable a is equal to 1, variable b is equal to 2, and then we will have variable, we will say a plus b, which would be 3, and then we say variable sum is equal to underscore, and if we print sum, we'll get 3. Or we can say console dot log, and we can say sum. So that's the same thing. These are some commands of REPL. Control C to terminate it, and Control C twice to terminate. So you can either terminate the current command if it's going, an infinite loop or something. Twice will terminate the your node console basically, or your environment, whatever. Up arrow key we already tried, and we were able to see the commands. List of commands can be seen through tab keys. It would do the autocomplete. And dot help, dot break, dot clear, dot save files. There are a bunch of these stuff. Better you just go and try over there. Especially you can take the help. So help will give you all these options, and then if you press the tab, it will ideally tell you what are the data types, library, boolean, JSON, whatever is the stuff, or documentation stuff which can be accessed or available inside this console. If you try something way beyond the basic libraries inside here, which are not part of this, then it might not work. So that's how it explicitly says as soon as you hit a tab, whatever the list of commands which would work over here. So I hope you might have enjoyed learning the node shell. I call it as node shell, which is essentially REPL. REPL stands for read, eval, print, and loop. Thanks for watching.